When you're getting ready to sign a contract with a software as a service provider or maybe a platform as a service provider, you're going to go through the sales process. And during the sales process, you're going to be focused on what does the software look like? What are the workflows? How does it relate to my business? All these other parts of the process. And then you're going to have the pressure of price. And maybe it's the end of the year and everyone's trying to get the discount. The sales team is trying to close the deal. You on your operations team, you're trying to get the price locked in so you can close out your fiscal year. And then they bring up the SLA, the service level agreement. Having a plan for responding to the canned language in the service level agreement is important. In fact, it's so important that it's one of those documents that you should consider having your general counsel or your outside legal counsel review. So let's take a quick look at what the service level agreement is, and let's look at it from an operations perspective. Let's take a moment to review the operational level agreement. So these are two important concepts to have in mind when you're getting ready to sign a software as a service contract. However, they both have distinct purposes and distinct characteristics. The OLA comes before the SLA. The OLA is an internal document. Imagine you're in a company with departments A, B, and C, large company, big departments, and you have workflows 1, 2, and 3. An operational level agreement will define the roles, responsibilities, the boundaries, and maybe the overlaps between departments A, B, and C in relation to your operational workflows 1, 2, and 3. Now, OLAs are not necessarily customer facing. They are an internal document. So for a small and medium business, maybe you don't have departments A, B, and C. Maybe you are departments A and B. Maybe you're departments A, B, and C. It doesn't matter. But having this internal dialogue of understanding your processes and your workflows and where you want the boundaries is important, because this is going to help you define your expectations with the software company. What do you want to do and what do you want them to do? So as we look at how an OLA relates to a small business, know that having this conversation settled before you talk about the SLA will help articulate these requirements and the expectations from the external provider. SLAs, service level agreements, these are typically part of the software as a service contracting process. These are the formal agreement. These are the expectations between you and that external provider. These are the concepts that are bound by contract. This is where you want to have your general counsel or your outside legal counsel take a look at this SLA. But let's take a look at some of these terms so that we know what to ask for. Let's take a look at some of the terms used in service level agreements. You know, they seem intuitive, but there are some nuances that you need to be aware of as you're reading them. For example, the differences between response time and resolution time. If their obligation is to just respond, does that mean that their auto respond capabilities via chat or an email response system satisfies that? Well, that might not be what your expectations are. Maybe your expectations are about resolution. As you take a look at the customer support hours, maybe your mindset is that you're going to have support before and after your workday, but maybe in your time zone, it doesn't fit what they're service providing for help desk. So understanding these nuances is important. One of the things that you want to consider is how all of these terms work for your workflow. You want to make sure that your workflow is supported by these terms. If printing a piece of paper on a Friday afternoon is the most important crisis that you could be facing, you want to make sure that the service level agreement allows you to escalate that issue if it needs to be escalated. Most service level agreements won't necessarily make one person printing one piece of paper an urgent priority. In your workflow, that could be the most important crisis that you're trying to face. So you want to have terms inside of your service level agreement that account for your workflows. Maybe you want to have the right for named people to escalate these tickets. Maybe you want to have the right to have a phone response as opposed to an automated response. As you take a look at some of the other concepts inside of this SLA, what are some advantages that you can bring to bear for your other operational processes? Let's find ways that you can make your operational processes get better value from the implementation process. You know, take a look at what they talk about when they talk about user training. What's available beyond onboarding? What artifacts are they going to leave with you so that you can repurpose them for your HR onboarding for new employees after the basic onboarding success? Because after all, this whole process is meant to make your business better and grow. So plan for the success. Plan to have more employees that need to have some onboarding. So take a look at the terms inside of the service level agreement that relate to not only your production environment, but also your administrative and support environment. Your service level agreement should be negotiated. They should be customized, and they must match your operational needs. It's crucial to have a clear understanding of the expectations and then have a partnership with the company. You want to have some sort of mechanism to review and update these SLAs. If their take is, we will not edit our SLAs, that's something that you have to consider about their role in your business. Are they a partner or are you the product? And lastly, consider hiring an expert counsel to make sure that the SLA can be enforceable. We have a tool that expands on the terms typically found in an SLA. Contact us and we can send you a copy, or take a look in the comments and we will post a copy below. And a cursory review of this will make you better when it comes time to negotiate your SLAs. Thanks for your time today. Make sure you check out our other content. And here's how you get in touch with us. Thanks and have a great day.